Attention squad, here's where we stand vis-a-vis whether or not the precinct will be shut down. The precinct will be shut down.
City Police Station. Free food and medical supplies will be provided to everyone in need.
Something's not right.
Mamma mia! Wow, everything's pretty now.
Let's go to Raptor!
We've done it. We finally reached the modern times.
Welcome to the future.
Yeah, I know that Resident Evil takes place in 1998, but what I mean is that for one, Resident Evil 2 Remake is gorgeous. The zombie designs, the lighting, and the cutscenes had my mouth wide open right from the start. What can I say? I like shiny stuff. And for the other, well, what we have here now, gentle people, is a proper action shooter.
Hey, buddy. The group thought about what you said. We took a vote, and you're in.
Oh, no way! I'm in the cool group!
It's like Christmas morning for the guy.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I voted to keep him.
Third-person perspective, proper aiming, shooting while walking. Not too shabby, huh? But that doesn't mean that all of a sudden we're playing The Last of Us. No, Resident Evil 2 does what Resident Evils do. We're remaking a game from 1998 after all, and some things just would not click with the core gameplay. So the zombies don't follow us very far, if at all. And reading or interacting with most items does pause any gameplay, so that even when the entire zombie horde is behind us, there is still time to do my taxes.
I can explain. Let me explain.
But I guess what was most important to Capcom is that Resident Evil 2 preserved the cornerstones of its franchise, meaning corny dialogue.
Save yourself.
Come on, I've got you.
No!
Look, we can still make it out of here together. Just...
It's too late.
And old buildings with a very questionable closed-door policy. I mean, seriously, when did they last change the linens if the one person with a key to the closet is this decomposed corpse? And why does the police chief lock his office and then hide the key to the office in a custom-made frame within the office? Nevertheless, I was very pleasantly surprised that Resident Evil 2 sets itself apart from its predecessors by permanently ditching the titular residence at the halfway mark of the game to progress into two other areas with their very own distinct feel to them. What a welcome excuse to add new visually impressive enemies to the mix.
You said the virus turned people into monsters, not reptiles.
Yeah! Ninjutsu!
Come on, Terry, we were in a sewer. He's guns to think about the turtles.
Yeah, I'm gunsta, Terry. Quit being such a Malfoy.
Furthermore, the new areas supplied me with way more believable roadblocks, like getting a facility security clearance, rather than looking for yet another set of weirdly themed keys that are assigned to random doors to, I don't know, find antique statues that give you coins to open a secret passageway smack in the middle of a lobby of a lived-in police precinct.
Look, you can't expect to hire 60 workers to dig a cave under your house and then keep it a secret. I mean, those men live in this town.
Both RE1 and 0 had so many doors that would not open until the very late game that it became kind of frustrating, and I really could not tell whether I made any progress. RE2's more spread out approach to level design, plus its little in-between segments where we play a secondary character, led to a way more motivating experience. All that goes to say that the RE2 make really is a beautiful reimagination of the Resident Evil formula, improving and modernizing where need be, but always honoring and preserving its RE DNA. The one thing that could have needed some more improvement would have been the couple of pretty generic boss fights, but there weren't that many, so RE2 definitely did not overstay its welcome, till the very, very end.
Leon?
Hey. We made it.
Just like I said we would.
Wait, what? Wait a second. Oh no. So, do I have to play all of these games 2 times now? Don't get me wrong, I like shooting zombies as much as the next guy, but I'm on a tight schedule here. But since I already chickened out with my last video, and this is supposed to be a respectable business, all I could say was...
Okay, fine, but I'm gonna complain the whole time.
Yeah! Hey, and if you have nothing to complain about, why not press all the funny YouTube buttons? Thank you! So, back to the complaining. Claire has so many guns. Yeah, there is a tiny gun, a cowboy gun, a submachine gun, a PowerPoint gun.
Busted, it's just a lighter.
They have separate ammo and then also upgraded ammo, and it's all a big mess. And her last boss fight stings. Also... Now, minor complaints aside, I actually enjoyed playing Claire's second B scenario and seeing events unfold with a different twist. I'd still have to say though that Leon's scenario was the overall more enjoyable and fitting experience to me. The story of the rookie's first day at the job gone wrong and the added intrigue of special agents and espionage just feels better rounded to me. Also, Claire and her additional content, including Sherry's very different segment as a secondary character, really lent themselves to be the second playthrough. But maybe I'm also just biased, because Leon's run is more heavily sponsored by Burberry trench coats.
Hi.
I love this guy. You can plan your way through the area as methodically as you want and shoot zombies left and right. Once you hear this, you don't have a lot of options but to hide. Or I guess else you can go.
Hey, would you knock it off?
And yeah, Mr. X's AI is quite simple-minded and maybe he doesn't pack the punch he should, but in those areas where he's finally gone and you can breathe freely, you notice what a positively nerve-wracking influence on the gameplay he has. Also, for someone who's just played the previous installment, it's fascinating to see Resident Evil 1's concept of an immortal enemy chasing you reach its next evolutionary step in RE2.
Maybe you could explain it to us.
They're evolving.
Though as far as I know, RE3 is the one that brings this evolution to its final stage, which is why I am very excited for the third part, even though people say it sucks. Still, with its alternating scenarios, it's quite unclear which of the 2 RE2 plotlines is canon now. So just to be sure, here is the story of Resident Evil 2 in 2 nutshells. You might need headphones for this. Lara Croft and Clay Aiken enter a city full of zombies. He looks for a brother, but then adopts a little girl instead. Goes to a trench coat convention instead. And at the very end, they go see an eye doctor. The end.